People didn't know how to do, so there has been a bit of concern, and I've explained this. And first of all, it's to do with the flu vaccine, especially in nursing homes in Cavan and Monaghan, and one in particular, I suppose, is the Sacred House nursing home in County Monaghan, in Clonus, Monaghan in Clonus, and they're vaccinating all residents, and these a few people are concerned, and this is genuine concern that if these people, if these residents are vaccinated, if they die, they put down towards COVID, because again, some, like, there will be mistakes made, obviously, in your diagnosing. You can't really diagnose to be exact if they died from COVID or if they died from something else, or if they died from the vaccine or whatever. So yeah, there's concern about that. So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention. Now I don't know. I hope they consent to getting the vaccine. I hope they just don't do it, without having them given consent. Again, I don't know. I'm just after been given this. So I will look into it. I will look into it in more detail. So yeah, just read a bit more about it too. Flu vaccine be given testing wise, if they get tested, the result comes back as positive. The vaccine can trigger a lockdown. So basically, what the people are afraid of is that with this flu vaccine, they're afraid that it could be, if God forbid, if one of the people in the nursing home died, it would be taken up as a COVID related death, and obviously would trigger a lockdown. More deaths obviously would trigger more of a lockdown. So I understand. So the flu vaccine goes full speed ahead from Monday. As I said, the district courts in Cavan and Monaghan are given a long adjournment, long process. Time well taken to 2021. If resident is tested, test will come back as positive because the test decides all coronavirus, including the common cold. Cavan and Monaghan have many large meat plants like A, P, B, and Liffey meats. That's true. Loads of meat factories in Cavan, and in Monaghan too. Clonus has a meat factory. Can't think of what's the Clonus one. So yeah, I don't like again. I only have 4-stage training. You know what I'm saying? I might as well just say I'm not, high tech with these vaccines and everything like that. I'm not, because again I'm dyslexic, so it's hard for me to understand vaccinations and everything like that. But I understand. I can see the concern. I can really see the concern here. Because there has been, I know for example, there was one actually in Cavan. Somebody died of a heart attack, and this happened last month. Somebody died of a heart attack and was put down as a COVID case, put down as COVID death. And didn't even have COVID at all. He just died of a heart attack, and again, I think they just assumed. And then the coroner, there was another autopsy performed and everything like that. And it was decided it was a heart attack, and before that they just said it was straight away COVID. So this can they can be wrong, and I understand the concern because the thing is people will either be intentional or non-intentional. So yeah, forgive me if I seem because again I will link the Twitter account in the description, to the page, which you can probably find out more detail. I'm just getting this here. I will look into it more. I will look into it. I probably will check up with the HSC about something. But I hardly doubt to get anything from them. But there's no harm in trying. Have to wait until Monday, but I'm not going to wait during the weekend. Having nobody there probably. The policies they tried to push. So, basically, so I just trying to understand. Just give me a second. So basically, but basically what I'm just trying to think in my head what I'm trying to think of and what I'm trying to say. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. So basically, some people are they're rightfully so. I can see the concern because again, there'll be some people screaming, far right conspiracy theory, this that this is genuine concern. It has happened. People have been died. Basically when they died, unfortunately. And again, it's tragic for every family who loses somebody, and then to be said, they have to go through all that, saying, they died of COVID. But in that case there, as mentioned there, that person died of a heart attack, and the family thought he died of COVID, because at the time, they just didn't know. And it was said it was COVID, and they took the HSC's word, they took the autopsies, and then obviously had to do a second one because, because they got it wrong, and people were saying he did have heart problems before. This is the thing, he did have heart problems before. This was brought it. Another one, another inquiry under it. But yeah, again, some doctors might just classify it as a COVID death. Again, I can see the concern. I really can see this concern. I would hope, because again, this is my main concern here. I hope that the families of these people in nursing homes, these vulnerable people in nursing homes, are getting. I don't know. Do they have a decision? I'm not familiar with that aspect of the law. Can they say no? Are they allowed to say no if the flu vaccine in nursing homes? Can they say I don't want it? So yeah, it's just genuine concern. I will look into it more, but so I will. HSC, isn't it? I said HSC. I don't think it's any need to ring Monaghan County Council about it. I don't think they would know anything about it, to be honest. I think it's probably it's either the HSC or private group that runs that nursing home. I'm checking about the Clonus nursing home. It's no harm to ask questions. But I look into it. I get back to everybody. We'll leave the link into the Twitter account in the description. Sorry, my mouth, I couldn't speak there for a second. So yeah. So I hope I made sense. God, please, if I didn't make sense, forgive me for that. Because again, vaccines, I'm not the biggest. I'm not familiar with them. I might just say I'm not. I only got first aid training. I never got trained in vaccinations or anything like that. So I don't know. And again, trying to learn about vaccines and everything like that, it's because again, I don't understand much about them. I might to be honest with people. It just doesn't stay in my head, and my head doesn't understand it really that much. I've been migraine in my head too. I can feel it in my head, a migraine or something wrong, something kind of headache, in other words. So yeah. So yeah, look into it. I will look into it. I'll leave the link to the Twitter account in the description below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Hopefully, everything. Hopefully maybe this is what am I trying to say? Hopefully again, because I am scared that they didn't get permission or anything, that they just done it without asking permission from the people. So yeah, take care everybody, and bye.